In a decisive move to fortify Nigeria's security framework, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has announced a major reshuffle amongst the nation's service chiefs. General Olufemi Oluyede has been appointed the new Chief of Defense Staff, succeeding General Christopher Musa. The new Chief of Army Staff is Major-General Waidi Shaibu, while Air Vice Marshal Sunday Aneke now heads the Air Force. Rear Admiral Idi Abbas takes over as Chief of Naval Staff. Major-General Emmanuel Undiandeye continues in his role as Chief of Defense Intelligence. Now, in a statement issued by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Public Communications, Sunday Aneke, you may note that President Tinubu, as Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, deeply appreciates the outgoing service chiefs for their unwavering service and leadership. He urges the newly appointed chiefs to uphold the trust reposed in them, enhance professionalism, and strengthen the unity and alertness that define Nigeria's armed forces. All appointments take immediate effect.
Hello and what's up, guys? In this video, we are diving straight into a massive bombshell from Aso Rock. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has shaken up Nigeria's top military command, and trust me, this move has everyone talking. Imagine waking up to find out that the biggest names in our armed forces have been swapped overnight. Why now? What's really going on behind the scenes? Stick with me because there is a lot to unpack here, and this shakeup will seriously change how Nigeria fights its biggest security battles. Let's rewind it a bit. We all know Nigeria has been facing deep security troubles: insurgency in the north, banditry in the northwest, and separatist tensions down south. This problem didn't start yesterday. They have been building for years, tearing families apart and leaving entire communities in fear. Remember November 2024 when we lost Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, the former Chief of Army Staff? That was a huge loss. His death left a real gap in the military's leadership, and since then there has been quiet talk, whispers about whether our security system can still hold up. Fast forward to October 24, 2025. Boom! Tinubu steps in with a major reshuffle. Now the big question, is this just routine, or is there a deeper story here? Alright, let's break it down in simple terms. Who is out, who is in, and why it matters. Tinubu says the shake-up is to make our forces sharper, stronger, and more united. He praised the outgoing chiefs, people like Christopher Musa, who has been holding the fort since 2023. But now it is time for new faces and fresh energy. And at the top of the list, we have got General Olufemi Oluyede as the new Chief of Defense Staff, replacing General Musa. Born in 1968, Oluyede is no rookie. He is battle tested, a man who has seen action and commanded the elite infantry corps in Jaji, Kaduna. Think of him as the overall coordinator, the one making sure the Army, Navy, and the Air Force moved in sync. With over 30 years of experience, he has got the credentials. But the real question is, will he deliver? We have seen reshuffle before that didn't change much. This time, Oluyede is promising unity. If he pulls it off, our forces might finally start moving like one machine instead of scattered teams. Next up, Major-General Waidi Shaibu takes over as Chief of Army Staff. He is the guy leading the ground battles, the ones against insurgents and bandits in places like Zamfara and Kaduna. Shaibu is known for being tough, focused, and action-driven. His challenge now to rebuild trust on the ground and push harder against those who have terrorized our villages for years. Lagbaja before him tried community-driven strategies. Shaibu might go for more aggressive tactics, but here is the suspense. Will it work, or will the bandit just adapt again? Now let's move to the seas. Rear Admiral Idi Abbas replaces Rear Admiral Ogala as Chief of Naval Staff. Oil theft has been bleeding Nigeria's economy dry, and that is where Abbas steps in. He is respected for being strategic and disciplined, two things our maritime operation desperately need. He will be leading patrol across the Niger Delta and fighting oil bunkers. The big question is, can he finally stop this billion-naira oil theft network that has been running for decades? Next, we have got Air Vice Marshal Sunday Aneke as the Chief of Air Staff. Born in 1972, Aneke has got brains and skill, over 4,000 flying hours, and multiple degrees in aviation and strategy. He used to command the Air Mobility Command, so he's big on drone strikes and aerial intelligence. In today's war against insurgents, air power is everything, but it is tricky. Past air campaigns cause civilian casualties that spark backlash. Aneke's job? Make air operations smarter, sharper, and more precise. Could he be the one to finally turn the tide from the skies? Time will tell. Finally, Major-General Undiandeye stays on as Chief of Defense Intelligence. He has been in this position since 2023, and keeping him there says one thing: Tinubu trusts his eyes and ears. Undiandeye's job is crucial: gather intelligence, stop leaks, and catch threats before they explode. He has had wins, but with new security challenges rising every day, can he stay ahead of the curve? Now, here is where things get interesting. The reshuffle didn't come out of nowhere. Remember Tinubu's first major shakeup back in June 2023, right after he took office? That one was about setting the tone, but this feels different. Security pressures are worse. Over 180 schools have shut down in the north because of bandits. Farmers can't go to their farms. Kidnappings happen every single day, and there are whispers, rumors of a possible coup plot. Reports claim that about 16 senior officers were detained over an alleged October 25 attempt. Now, the presidency hasn't confirmed that, but come on, the timing is suspicious. Is this reshuffle about strengthening the military or tightening control? For ordinary Nigerians, traders in Lagos, farmers in Sokoto, students in Enugu, this isn't just political news. If these new chiefs perform, we could see safer roads, open markets, and kids back in classroom. But if it's just another round of promises, then we might be stuck in the same old cycle: reshuffles, press statements, and no real change. Even now, this appointment still need National Assembly approval. Will lawmakers give a quick green light or drag their feet? Another twist to watch. Think about the human side. Families torn apart by kidnappings, mothers mourning lost sons, children growing up in fear. This reshuffle brings a spark of hope, but only if it translates to real action. What do you think? Is this the start of real change, or just another game of musical chairs? Let me know in the comment section. And hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. See you in the next one.
So a few days ago, there was a rumor that there was an attempted coup in Nigeria. Say, what that means is that some military personnel came together, they want to take over for an attempted coup. And the Nigerian security agencies and Nigerian government came out to debunk it. So it's a lie, never happened and all that. They say bird cry for night and the morning something heavy happened. And today being the 24th of October 2025, the president has sacked all his service chiefs. Wait, let me explain. Without explaining further, because it's a very sensitive topic to talk about, because attempted coup or planning coup is a treasonable offense in Nigeria. But I don't know about talking about it. It might be maybe semi-treasonable offense, but I'm not talking about it. I'm just explaining what happened in Nigeria. So a few days ago, there was a rumor all over social media carried by some small blogs and all that, stating that there was an attempted coup in Nigeria and some military personnel, like 10 of them, was arrested, and locked up, all that. The presidency, the security agencies say, is a lie. Never happened. On the 24th of October 2025, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, sacked all the service chiefs. Now, two things might have prompted that. It might be maybe because of that attempted coup, or maybe they are not performing to the expectation of the president. Maybe he expects more because of the high rise in the insecurity. Is it rise or raise? Anyway, but you understand what I'm trying to say. So maybe it's because of the too much insecurity and the service chiefs are not doing enough. So is that say, okay, all of you go, let's try new people. So it might not be because of the attempted coup. It might be because he expects more from them and they're not giving him more, so he decided to sack all of them. So 1 + 1 is 2. Maybe. Anyway, you tell me what you think in the comment section. But before you do, please